Daniel, just want to get right to it. Welcome to the program, by the way. The last line of your letter of resignation says, your presence in the White House harms the United States domestically and abroad and threatens life on this planet. Tell me how you really feel.
Well, I think I did my best to do so. I mean, it's a sad day to have to write those words and to have to step away from a position working with the people in State Department, in the U.S. embassies, and in the Middle East and Africa that I really valued doing.
Well, if you valued it so much, I mean, there must have been something like a straw that broke the proverbial camel's back. Was there one thing? Was it an amalgamation of things? And if it was, why didn't you do it earlier?
It was really the amalgamation. I certainly was very, very distressed to see the president stepping away from the Paris Climate Accord, that the U.S. really played such a large role along with China.
But that was a long time ago. Why didn't you? That was a long time ago, Daniel. Why didn't you, if that upset you so much, why didn't you say it then? I mean, now it's a month before you were going to leave anyway.
Well, when Mr. Trump first stepped away, I was hopeful that there would be an engaged dialogue between the U.S. and the climate community to see if there were some things that wanted to be tweaked. But I saw no action on that, and that was already a large straw on the camel's back, if you will. But then watching the divisive response to Charlottesville, the recent speech in Arizona, this was clearly an administration, in my view, was moving away from my mandate as science envoy to really promote cooperation, peace, shared goals, and understanding.
I didn't read anything in terms of Trump tweeting about your letter. Have you made it when he tweets about you?
I have not, but I have to admit I actually don't follow a lot of other tweets. I really learned how to tweet from my children, and I am not a constant tweeter by any means.
So it's not a make it or break it point that your president didn't tweet about you. In your letter, you might say it's hidden, but I can see it here. Every paragraph starts with a letter, obviously, with a word. I, in the first paragraph, M in the second paragraph, leading off to my decision. P, follow it along. It leads to the word impeach. Was that your plan? Do you think he got it?
Well, I can't say whether he got it or not, but I really wanted to highlight my dissatisfaction with the direction the administration's going, and to also give my compliments to what I thought was just an exceptionally heartfelt and brilliant letter written by the President's Council on the Arts that resigned en masse on Friday.
How possible, you've used the word impeach in this, as I say subtly, but how possible do you think impeachment is at the stage you are at in your country right now?
Well, I'm a physicist, a professor, a private citizen. I'm not a member of the House or the Senate. So my view is if your actions are detrimental to the country, then I think one has to call for change, and that's what I did.
Final question for you, Daniel. Is this sitting well with those around you? I mean, what's the reaction you're getting?
I mean, very strong reactions both ways. There's some very, very strong, heartfelt comments that it's important to stand up and to use the bully pulpit to express one's views. And there's certainly a number of negative, some quite nasty comments, some following the really vicious dialogue that took place in Charlottesville and elsewhere. So I would say running 10-1 for, but there is definitely some ugly dissent as well.
Well, you can't please them all the time. Daniel, I want to thank you for your time, sir. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Daniel Kammen in Berkeley, California.